Welcome back to Simple and Effective. I am Hooligan, and today we're going to be doing some work with some bees. Not the most necessities for a survival world, but if you're a builder like me, oh my gosh, does it open up lots of possibilities. So let me show you what these farms can produce. This is a tiny one. I don't even have enough bees in here to actually make it work right. And it still produced stonks. Good stuffs. Oh, yes. Alright, my dudes, we're going to quickly build two farms. One for honey and one for honeycombs. Well, let's get to it. Then afterwards, I'll show you some of the cool things that these are used for. Alright, so let's get some of our starter materials. Now, it's worth noting that you do not need the amounts that I have in here. I just kind of threw them in there just so I know what I need. And we got a little canvases here, little plots. We're going to get our collection system. It's going to be 2 chests and 4 hoppers, at least for the amount of beehives we're working with. Now this one here is going to be honeycomb, and the one on the other side is going to be honey bottles. And we put our azalea leaves with flowers next to the hoppers. The actual beehives are going to sit on the hoppers. That's important. If you put the hoppers anywhere else, they won't be collecting items. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. And we're going to focus on actually making the farm portion before we put the beehives in. Now on this side, you want the dispensers facing the beehives from the back. That one over there is a little different. You see a solid block on top of that? And the observers facing down to where the beehives are going to be. And that's almost it. Once we close this thing in and put redstone on top and shears in the back of each one of those, that one's good to go. This one here's a little more tricky though. Does not require any observers. So this one we want the observers looking down, or not the observers, the dispensers looking down on the beehives. And we're just going to take a second and just close everything in on both sides. Alright, now this side uses a 5-step process. Basically, the beehives, in order to get honey from them, they need to register that they've been filled 5 times by a bee. And then once that happens, the path will illuminate and the redstone will trigger and it will harvest it. So we do 2 tall, then 1 on top, and then a slab, and then another slab on the top half on the 4th row. Pretty simple. We did forget to put our repeaters in there though. Then once we throw our redstone in there and put these beehives in, both these farms are done. Go ahead and fill these dispensers up with the shears, since this is our honeycomb side. And that one just gets it all over the top blocks, except the glass. Now this one here, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That'll trigger that circuit once it fills up. Now here's another little note on this one. I don't know why, but for this farm to function, that every dispenser has to have a water or empty water bottle or a bottle in every spot of the dispensers. If any of them are open and it happens to random trigger that spot, for whatever reason, it'll throw out empty bottles instead of giving you honey bottles. I don't know why. And since these were created through creative, there's no bees in the actual nest, so we're going to have to put them on ourselves. Of course, if you find them in the wild and they already got bees in them, yeah, it is what it is. Then they'll already be in there, probably. And of course, you can breed them inside of there as well. That should be plenty of bees. And we're just going to put a fair amount of empty bottles in here. Now, in my survival worlds, I'll tell you that I fill these to the tip top, like 64 every single slot. And it pretty much lasts hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days. You'll never probably have to fill it again. And just like that, both these farms are functional and ready to go. The honeycomb one there will probably produce about a stack and a half to 2 stacks per hour. This one here, probably about 2 to 3 stacks of bottles. But let me tell you some of the uses of this. The honeycomb, you can wax these blocks to keep them in the state they're in forever, which opens up so many color palette options, because it's a great block. It really is. It's very versatile. But one of the cool things you can do with honey blocks I'm about to show you, well, besides the cool redstone stuff, I like to use them for handling villagers. I'll show you right here. So, if we throw a villager in here, you know, we want him to be our little fish market dealer, what's he going to do? Immediately try to run away. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you put honey blocks anywhere that they can jump, well, guess what? They can no longer jump. And you can still put carpet or whatever else you want on top of it, as long as it's not a solid block, and they still can't jump. Get out of here, buddy. Just get. We don't want you. No, stop it. For instance, we want our fish dealers in here now, so we'll throw a couple in there. And guess what? They live here forever now. Or at least until a pillager comes by and shoots them in the face or something. Because remember, mobs can still get in here. These guys just can't get out. And that is pretty much it. That is our farm done. It is worth noting that if you build this in the nether, that it'll work all the time. Because bees don't need to sleep in the nether. Alright, so we let this thing run for about 40-45 minutes. I lost track. And we're looking pretty good. That'd probably be about 2 stacks with a full hour. And that's already about 6 honey blocks, something around there. This side does go a bit slower. That's just fact. But yeah, they're functional, and these can be concealed in lots of different ways. You can just hide them underground. I like to put them in like a greenhouse or maybe even like a ruined structure. Various different things I've done in the past, but I do like to display these because if you build them right, they can be pretty. But that's about it. Oh, you might be wondering, hooligan dude, this is tutorial world. Why are you decorating crap and like building stupid boats? The answer is, I don't know, because I got bored and it was fun. Anyways, that's about it. If you guys are in need of iron, check out my iron build. Trust me, it rocks. And then that right there, well, that's next episode. If you guys enjoyed this, thanks for watching. And even if you didn't enjoy it, still thanks for watching. I really do enjoy doing this, and it helps me out. And if you don't want to watch, cool. But thanks for watching this one. Peace, guys.